Hello gang, welcome back to a brand new episode of Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, that's the name. A link to the previous episode is at the top right hand of your screen, where we did the City of the Sun, where we found Olin at the dig site, and we also finished the, what was it called? Robbing the Rich side quest. Now, you might still also experience a little bit of screen freezes and screen tears in this episode, FPS losses, and that's because this was one long episode together with the previous one when I sat down and did its recording. But since I do not want you guys to go through a howler over time with both, I decided to split it into two.
What are you doing out here all
Anyway,
alone?
let's listen to this first.
Where are your men?
I'm not gonna risk their lives. I don't mind putting my worthless ass on the line, but not theirs. Sorry I had to drag you into it.
Don't worry. This is just an average day for me. Take down some machines, track some killers.
Right. I'd hate to see a busy morning for you. Ready to get started?
Tell me exactly what happened to Ursa. Start from the beginning.
No one knows for sure. She left in the middle of the night with a few of her best men.
Her best men. But she didn't bring you?
No. I'd been drinking a lot. Maybe she thought... damn, I don't know. I couldn't hack it. Search parties found their bodies the next day and the corpses of some Shadow Karja cowards. It was an ambush. The Shadow Karja are animals. They beat her so bad we can't even show her face before burial.
I'm so sorry, Erend.
Yeah, well, when I find the soldiers who did this, they'll be sorry too.
You don't have any idea why she left in the middle of the night?
No, but it must have been urgent. A message, a report of some new Shadow Karja threat, I don't know.
Why would the Shadow Karja do this?
Because they hate us, and Ursa most of all. She teamed up with Avad to kick their asses out of Meridian. They've been licking their wounds for 2 years, but they finally found a way to get back at her.
Are you sure you're all right?
Well, I'm sober, so no.
Well, I'm glad you're thinking straight at least.
Don't get used to it.
All right. Show me where Ursa fell, and I'll do what I can to help.
Okay,
Come on,
so yeah, if you're new here, welcome. Glad for you to take some time off to spend it with me and the rest of the people, watching my playthrough of Zero Dawn. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. I appreciate the love and support that you continually send my way.
Why would Ursa come all the way out here?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Now, one thing about me is if there is a little bit of convenience that I can get, I will go for it. And since we have access to a horse that does not want us to ride it for some reason. Wow, we can't ride it, which is finally, there we go.
They broke the ceasefire as soon as they set foot in the cliff.
Yeah, and since we have access to a strider, we don't need to walk. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We won't walk. We're gonna let Erend do all the walking while we ride our trusty steed all the way to the ambush location, because it's what we can. In fact, I'm gonna rush him just to make sure that he can sprint as well.
Almost there.
Yo, dude, man. You need to pick it up.
This is it. Where the ambush happened. Our soldiers have been over it, but maybe that fancy artifact of yours can find a clue or
It
something.
must be Shadow Karja armor.
Please.
A Shadow Karja spear.
I need to find the bastards that did this.
Those bloodstains are not the kind that would pull around. Arrows scattered there. These
All
look
right,
like
so
drag marks.
we have every single area that we need to
It's perfectly sharp.
investigate just to figure
Never
out what
seen action.
happened. So this is Aloy in her Sherlock
Strange.
Holmes bag.
Not a scratch on it. They look like smears.
Again, I am really sorry for the
Not good as new.
horrible frame rates,
Never
but
fired.
after this they disappear practically
Did
completely.
someone move a body through here?
What do you see there?
This stain forms a line, as if blood dripped off the edge of something, like a cart. See? Cart tracks. I think someone moved the bodies here, then scattered them across the field.
Wait. Are you saying the dead found here were killed somewhere else? But why would the Shadow Karja do that?
At this point, I'm not taking it for granted that the Shadow Karja are responsible.
Of course they were.
Well, let's follow these tracks and find out.
Okay, so we have to highlight the path and follow it. Of course, now Erend doesn't know where we are going. He has to rely on us, and he has to keep up with us because, you know, we have a horse, he doesn't. Sucks to be him. Also, how beautiful is the scenery around this place? Like, it's just wonderful. Of course, I will be pointing out each and every time we come across the power cells needed for the ancient armory side quest. So far we have taken 2. Yeah, so far we have gotten 2 power cells. The first one again was in that were in the ruins at the start of the map, and the second one was in the womb of the mountain, where we, after the Proving massacre. So we only have 3 more to find, and we will find them, I promise you guys. I will be pointing it out. The third one is actually at Maker's End, so when we get to it I will point it out where it is. Of course, the only parcel that you can't miss along the way is the one which I found in the ruins, because it's not part of the main quest, but all the other 4 are in main quest areas.
These guys aren't Shadow Karja. They're from my tribe, the Asaram.
Oh, and the plot
Is
thickens.
this how your people usually greet each other?
So the thought was that Ursa was attacked by Shadow Karja, and we find out that it's actually people from her own clan, the Osaram. So yeah, the plot thickens indeed.
Get back in there and fight!
Okay, so I'm not sure that the Osaram are going to be the ones involved. To this day, it's one of the few.
I think it's calling in machines. Get ready.
To this day, it's one of the few. What's it called? Plot moments that I've never figured out as to why the Osaram, how they got the Osaram here. Not saying that it doesn't work, because it actually does. It works quite well with the story that the Osaram are part of the people responsible for Ursa's own death. Anyway, I'm gonna try get rid of this sawtooth, or in this case, I guess we can call them saw teeth. Yeah, that was such a weak joke. But yeah, we're just simply gonna try to get through these 2 episodes, and then we're gonna be Gucci, you know. We're gonna be okay. We need to. We also need to. Okay, one of the sawtooths is down, so we need to get rid of the second one, and then we can finish off this area. Of course, this episode is not going to be a long one as well, since I have split it up just to make sure that we do not have to go through so many different episodes that have a lot of stuttering and horrible FPS drops, because they wouldn't be so fun to watch. And there goes the components, and we are done. That should be all the machines done. So let's see what's happening right here.
Asaram, not Shadow Karja. Looks like I was wrong about everything, as usual. Please, use that second sight of yours. I have to know what really happened.
I'm on it.
Okay, so now we have to investigate this area, figure out what happened, and see
What are those
and
leather
see
straps?
what exactly was the
Armor
need.
straps.
See exactly what was happened
A
here.
rock with blood on it. These look like vanguard weapons. There's no blood on them. Ursa's men didn't fight back. Those rocks, they're shattered. Something hit these stones. Something I've never seen before.
I always remember that this is one of the things to examine.
Looks like you could mount some equipment on that thing. There, by the tripod. A used power cell.
So let's give Erend our findings. So weird that we can get all
This
these
is
findings
Ursa's
right here.
helmet. I thought she died in the field below, but it must have been here. All this trickery. For what? Feels like it's just to torture me.
I have a theory. But it takes a little imagination.
So far, your theories are better than other people's facts.
All right. I think the Oseram ambushed Ursa and her men with a new weapon. They mounted it on that tripod up there. It fires waves of force, maybe sound. Looks like it cracked the stone there. I think it paralyzes people instead of killing them. It dropped the vanguard right there. No blood on their weapons. No fight.
But why paralyze them if you're only gonna move them and gut them?
They were trying to hide something. Look here, a bloody rock.
That they used to smash Ursa's face in.
Or someone else's. These leather straps have been cut, as if they took the armor off someone.
That can't be. Her body is lying in state in Meridian. I saw it.
You said she was unrecognizable. Maybe they switched another body into her armor, someone around the same size, and mutilated it enough so it could have been anyone, even Ursa. Go back to Meridian. Take another look at that body. If it's really Ursa, of course I'm wrong. But if I'm right,
Then my sister could be alive. I'm going. Meet me back there when you can.
Okay, so the plot definitely thickens. So we have finished the Field of the Fallen, and the next part to that quest line would be going to Meridian to meet up with Erend.
should have brought a cart.
Or actually it's saying going to the borderlands, meet with Erend at the Palace of the Sun. Yeah, which is like 800 feet away. But, and that's a big but, let's see which quest line is actually closer. I mean, robbing the rich. How are we not yet done with robbing the rich? I think we were done with it. Or at least I assume, yeah. All the other side quests are kind of far away, and actually Into the Borderlands is actually the closest one. So go figure. So in that regard, we shall be heading all the way back to Meridian to... Oh, actually robbing the rich, there is a final part that we need to talk to the guys down there. So Like I said, it's much easier to do the fast travel. Simply fast travel down there and then go get the story done. Right, so let's go finish up with robbing the rich first, and that should be a very big help for us.
Carja have been here working since the spire cast a shadow on the mesa. The Oseram are newcomers.
So we're gonna return to Ravan so that we can finish off with robbing the rich, and then we're gonna meet Erend to talk with him on what we've discovered, and hopefully he's also discovered some news that makes this story move on a little bit faster, and hopefully as well in a better direction than it has been thus far. I'm hoping that Ravan is the rich guy and I do not have to go all the way to the village below the mesa.
Erend's waiting at the Sun Palace.
As you can see, we're getting the prompt to activate the Into the Borderlands quest line, and this is basically what I normally like doing. Like, if you're close to somewhere where you can activate a different quest, why not just do it? You know, just get it rolling, and then along the way you can find it and do it as you continue on with your journey. Yeah, that's Ravan, the rich guy up here. So let's speak with him and finish up robbing the rich.
A man named Nassan came to see me, and we came to an arrangement. I think many in Sunfall will benefit from it. All this from a stolen sword. As they say, follow the shadow, and you'll find
Alright,
the
so we are
flame.
done with robbing the rich side quest, and I'm happy that it has gone well. Now, the next thing that we shall be doing is going to do the Into the Borderlands. I will be getting all of these things so that I can get the rewards and the resources from it. Right, so we are done with that. Let's go activate Into the Borderlands side quest because it is the closest side quest for us to do. And then afterwards, once this episode is done, in the next one we shall be progressing some of the storylines further, and we shall be back to good quality videos as we are accustomed to, you know, without all the screen tears and frame drops, etc, etc. Now this is also the first time where we finally meet Sun King Avad, who is the 14th Sun King of the Carja, and it answers some of the questions that we've had, especially from the Red Raids all the way in episode 3, but at the same time it also raises some more questions, so let's listen up.
Greetings, Aloy. I am known as Blameless Marad. Please come with me. You're needed for an important consultation.
What do you mean? Where's Erend?
He's inside, attending the Sun King, where we should be without further
Okay.
delay. Follow me, please.
All of these people are here to see the Sun King.
Yes, and each has come to ask a favor of him. Unpleasant, but that's politics. The Sun King is eager to meet you, the machine tamer with a curious eye for detail. It's all very intriguing.
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
You can literally hear the people complaining that we are getting special treatment, cutting the line and such. They are not happy. You can literally hear that. Somebody saying that he's been there for 2 hours and we are literally cutting the line.
Ignore them. Nobles are like children who whine when they don't get a second helping of dessert.
It's just funny to hear.
What's the Sun King like?
The most important thing is what he isn't like. His father. I think you'll find him to be a reasonable man.
Anyway, let's listen up and see where this goes.
Aloy of the Nora. She who sees the unseen. Welcome. It would seem you have done me a great service. Erend, tell her what you found.
I checked Ursa's tomb. You were right, Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee. I gave it to Ursa when we were kids, fighting over a toy sword.
If the body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive. And I will not abandon her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ursa has an enemy among the Oseram, a warlord named Dervahl.
Impossible. Every clan in the claim has been hunting for him since the liberation. He has to be dead by now.
No other Oseram had the motive and ingenuity to lure Ursa into this trap. I expect to find him lurking somewhere near the border. I've already sent an agent to investigate. He'll be waiting for word from us at the marketplace in Pitchcliff.
I can't move troops to the border without provoking the Oseram, but I could send a few vanguardsmen. And perhaps an exceptionally gifted Nora as well. Erend, Murad, let me discuss it with her privately. I hate to impose further after all you've done, but this is a matter of great importance to me.
It sounds like Ursa means a lot to you.
Without her Oseram vanguard, I would not have been able to liberate Meridian and end my father's brutal reign. Since then, it has been difficult to maintain peace between our tribes. But Ursa has a way of making her people see reason. So you see, I need her back at my side. And quickly.
Who is Dervahl exactly?
To understand Dervahl, you must first understand my father. He truly thought of himself as a sun god. His mind was broken. He believed that blood sacrifice would solve, well, everything. So he raided the other tribes for victims, especially the Oseram. Dervahl fought back. He crafted powerful weapons and rallied his people. My father responded with the ultimate cruelty. He captured Dervahl's wife and daughter, and sacrificed them in the Sun Ring.
So, why would Dervahl go to so much trouble to kidnap Ursa?
He felt she betrayed him. She fought by his side until she realized he planned to raise Meridian and butcher its people. Then she came to me. Together, we stopped him and liberated the city from my father. Dervahl has spent every moment since trying to get revenge. Mostly on the other Oseram who fought with us. He made so many powerful enemies, I thought we'd seen the last of him. I was wrong.
I'd like to ask you something about the Sundom and its politics.
By all means.
They call you a sun god who killed his own father in order to unite the tribes in harmony. Is any of it true?
They say you can see the invisible, split an arrow at 50 paces, and tame machines at a glance. How much of that is true?
It's not too far off.
Well, I would like to unite the tribes in harmony, but you saw how many courtiers I have to deal with first. Maybe next week.
Quite a place you've got here. You can almost see the little people below the mesa.
You don't approve? Well, I have a secret for you. Neither do I. But we must be patient. Change won't come in a single sunrise.
But will it happen at all, while men live in palaces?
It might. Eventually. If people like you help me bring it about.
Your politics seem very complicated. The Oseram are friends, but enemies too?
I couldn't have liberated Meridian without the help of Ursa and her Oseram freebooters. Many of them have settled here. But the ealdormen of the Oseram clans in the claim have become jealous of their success. So have many Karja nobles. It's a volatile situation, especially given the fact that my father raided the Oseram for years. Ursa helps keep the peace, promising a future based on mutual gain. But some, like Dervahl, will never let go of their venom.
What can you tell me about the Shadow Karja? What do they have to do with Ursa?
They are remnants of my father's regime. holding out at the fortress of Sunfall to the west. Like him, they care only for domination, and seek to draw upon the power of the sun by spilling blood in its name. Since Ursa helped me take this city from them, they were perfect scapegoats. Dervahl knew this, of course, and planned it well.
I need to get going.
I know. Well, they say kings should never beg. But please, help me find Ursa.
Who says that?
Well, Murad, for one. Don't hesitate to ask him or Erend.
Alright,
if you
so
have further
that
questions.
is a lot of information gathered for us, and we are going to be speaking with Erend and Varad to figure out what's happening. But until then, this is where we shall be leaving this episode at. So stay safe, be smart, be kind. Tell somebody you love them today, and I shall catch you all in the next episode. Bye, guys.
Me.